Hello, everybody. I'm Jackie K. Cooper here with
Howell.
And it is Tell All Tuesday. And usually we have time to just sit and talk before we do these. We didn't have time today because I had some stuff going on. And so I'm going to be learning stuff that I wanted to know as we are talking, because I know, spoiler alert, that you went to see Hunger Games, The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes.
I did.
I had already seen it.
Yeah.
My review is posted on YouTube.
And if you haven't seen it and you're planning on seeing it, don't watch this because we are going to spill some spoilers. Right?
All the tea in China.
All the tea in China. That was a good one. I like that.
Good.
So let's just start with...
I didn't care for it as much.
I didn't either, really.
And all I got from her was, I was disappointed.
I was disappointed because I was disappointed in the answers that we didn't get. And I was also disappointed in... Okay, I have three things. Number one. The first one is I think that the way the movie played out was very long for the first 3/4. Like it took forever to get through that portion. And then everything that was important was in that last 1/4 of the movie and nothing was answered.
But I'm going to say this to you. The first 3/4 or half was the Hunger Games.
Yeah.
Which is what I thought the whole movie was going to be. I didn't pick up on, oh gosh, that's Cornelius or Coriolanus Snow. And he was the really mean guy in the Jennifer Lawrence Hunger Games. So I didn't have any, I just saw the character and I thought, oh, that name sounds familiar. And so I thought it was going to focus in on the Hunger Games because they had the same Hunger Games they had in the Jennifer Lawrence, where people were picked from each district and then they fought each other to the death.
Right.
And whoever survived got to live.
Right.
I mean, the last one survived, but the last one standing got to live. And I thought that's what this was going to be. And I thought it was going to be a very, very, very intense love story.
Nope, not at all.
Not at all.
Not at all.
Was I right? Did you ever?
They kissed one time.
One
time. But here's the thing. I don't understand how they were very much into each other, obviously.
I thought.
Until the very end, when something subconsciously in both of their minds snapped and then they hated each other. Just like that. And I get like the subliminal messaging was that Lucy Gray was the only person who knew what he did and that she could tell on him, technically. But that was just such a jump.
I mean,
from
he had
being
rescued
in love
her.
and
She
then...
had been there for him. All this sort of stuff. I didn't think the chemistry between them was good at all. I'm sorry. I didn't.
I just didn't understand why it
the
ended
two of them
that way.
together just did no. And I didn't think Rachel Zegler, her performance, she created a character, but the character she created was not the character I expected.
Yeah. I didn't like the random singing that she did either. I thought that did not fit. I thought it was a little bit cringy because who is going to get up there?
You're right, cringy.
Yeah. Who's going to get up there and sing after they've been reaped to go into the Hunger Games?
Yes.
I thought that was ridiculous. I was like, are we really making her do this right now? Like... And I'm like the biggest Hunger Games fan ever.
I know.
And I just...
You are.
The first 3 movies just set the bar real high for me, I guess.
This didn't come anywhere close to that bar.
No, and maybe it's because people are saying like you have to read the books to really understand what's going on in Snow's mind, which I think would help because I needed more background to why he thought the way that he thought.
The job of the movie
to portray that?
Provide you with that information.
Yes, absolutely.
Through acting and dialogue.
Yeah.
What did you think of the Katniss reference?
I thought it was odd. It was very like...
Because that's Jennifer Lawrence's name in the Hunger Games.
It was just very weirdly like placed.
Because Lucy Gray is looking at plants or whatever, and she said, this is called a Katniss. And he says, huh?
Yeah. I didn't...
I did that about as well as he did.
Yeah. I don't know. I didn't love the reference there.
Because, all right, you and I we're jumping around, but What was the time frame?
So this was the 10th Hunger Games. So this was, so when Katniss went into the Hunger Games in the first movie, that was the 74th Hunger Games. So it has, what's the math there? 64 years. It's been 64 years since that happened in the Hunger Games world.
So, yes, because Coriolanus, whatever again. Coriolanus.
Snow. Just say Snow.
Snow would have been in his late 70s, early 80s in the Hunger Games because he was old.
Yes. So let's do the math. He would have been 18 in this one. In the
that would be 74, 82.
Wow. Good math.
Good math.
I could never do that. I could never do that. No.
But what I'm saying is, then, if it's been 64 years, Lucy Gray,
what happened to her?
She could have been somehow involved in the naming of Katniss.
There has to be more to the story.
I think so. They threw out the name right. This is called Katniss. Duh.
Lucy Gray has to come back. She doesn't just disappear. I hated that cliffhanger. I don't like it. I don't like that it's up to us to infer what happened to her.
I want to be told.
I want to know what happened to Lucy Gray.
Pay me my screenwriting dues.
Yeah. Like, I need answers. That's all I have to say.
I've posted my review, and the comments I've gotten say, I agree with you. It wasn't up to
Hunger Games standard.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's written based on a book by Suzanne Collins. And the books. I haven't read the book. I'll leave that up to you.
Really? Shocking. I read all the Hunger Games books, right?
I know. Okay. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You're late.
I'll read it.
You should. I mean, you probably will get tons more out of the book.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay. Part 2, and I'm not going to drag this out, but you see this face? Sweet old man. Senior citizen. I got a phone call this morning from my bank saying, "Hi, Mr. Cooper. This is Robin's Financial Union," which is where I bank. "And we just had a question for you." And I said, "Okay." And they said, "Did you recently write a check in the amount of," and it was
thousands,
close to $3,000 to Anthony Hill? Now, I don't know anybody named Anthony Hill. I'm not impugning the integrity of anyone named Anthony Hill because it's probably an alias. And they said, he cashed a check from you in the amount. And I said, I haven't written a check to Anthony Hill. I don't know Anthony Hill. And then a light bulb went off.
Yeah.
And I said, wait a minute, let me check. And I checked. And I said, I wrote a check to Discover Card in that amount. It's Christmas. We're spending money. And that was the exact amount. And she said, well, it looks like somebody
washed it.
I don't know how you wash it because everything was my handwriting except the the payee.
Yeah, technically you can Google how to do that. Don't ever do that. But it's very easy. It's very easy to do that.
Seriously, and what a mess! Now they said they caught it and they were going to deny the funds. And so whoever cashed that without getting valid identification or somebody, because he forged it.
Yeah.
He was not. And I do by checks. I don't do do it on the internet. I actually write out a check, send it to the person being paid. Been doing that for 100 years. Hadn't any problem. But somebody got my letter. My envelope and my check, and just
decided they wanted that money,
or wrote a name in. Now, it seems to me like that should be easy to do.
Yeah,
I mean, to check who that was. I mean, everything I see on TV, they have cameras everywhere.
Right. I feel like it's probably easy to figure out too.
Well, because I've had to change bank accounts.
It's been a big headache.
I've had to notify everybody who I had direct deposit into my account. It is a nightmare.
Yeah. So be an honest person with a lot of integrity and don't ever do anything like that.
Don't ever do anything like that. It has messed up my mind, and the people at my bank have been wonderful. Just you
Helping.
do this, you need to do that, you need to do this. But what is scary is that if they hadn't caught it, as you know, I checked, did this clear, did this clear, did this clear. Amber, why haven't you
Why haven't you put your check in?
Why haven't you deposited your check? But I just look at the check number and the amount. And then I put a little mark by it. It's clear. I don't look at the payee. I don't pull up the picture of the check.
Yeah.
I will from now on.
Yeah.
It's just, it was
A
terrible. Terrible. It wasn't death. I'm not trying to equate it with that. But it just makes you feel so vulnerable.
Yeah. That's honestly how I felt when I got pickpocketed in Paris.
I didn't know you got pickpocketed.
Well, they didn't get anything because I didn't have anything in my pockets because I'm not
Well,
stupid.
how do you know they pickpocketed?
Because I felt his hand in my pocket and I looked at this man. I mean, he was like this tall. I should have elbowed him in the face, but I looked at him like.
Did you get that?
And
elbow to the face.
He was like that level, and I said, "What are you doing?" And he didn't say anything. And kept on
Monsieur.
walking. And yeah, I should have yelled pickpocketer to all the people around.
Gendarme.
But that, I understand. Like, when people are just slimy and gross and steal, I hate that. Like, it's just, it's awful.
I did not know you got that somebody tried to
I thought I told you that.
No,
Yeah.
you tell Cody these stories and you never tell me.
I guess so.
You should have had Cody just.
I
track
should
them
have.
down.
I should have. He immediately just walked off into the crowd so fast after he realized.
He's professional.
Yeah, he's a professional pickpocketer.
Yeah. But again,
Don't be like these people that we're talking about.
no. Nice people.
Be nice people.
We like nice people.
Yeah. Maybe next week will be better.
You think?
Maybe.
I bet they hope so.
Yeah. Yeah.
But anyway, this has been Jackie K. Cooper with
Amber Howell.
and this has been Tell All Tuesday.